Hi, and welcome to video number 8. In this video, you're going to learn how to turn a freelancer into a long-term assistant. Now, one rule of thumb that I try to use is once they have done at least 3 or 4 jobs for you, that's $20 total, because you don't really want to hire somebody long-term until they've done several projects for you. I've learned it the hard way, but I've learned it the hard way and hired one person to do one job. They've done a tremendous job, unbelievable job. But then all the other jobs that I give them afterwards are just very, very bad. So that's why I say give them at least 2, 3, or 4 jobs or gigs and get them to do them, finish them, and see how things go. If things go well, then maybe in that way it's a good thing to do, to hire them for long term. Now I'm going to show you some examples of people that I have hired. So if I click on buyer and my shopping, as you can see, I have 46 completed Fiverr gigs. So 46 times 5, I paid about $230. $230, not too bad for 46 jobs completed. Now, it really depends on what you're looking for. I'm going to use a few examples. For example, I'll use article writing. One thing I found is this. What I did, as you can see, is I found different people to write articles, unique articles. And for example, this guy here, you can see that I hired him in the past, write compelling, unique articles of 500 words. So what I did was I gave him gigs. 3 gigs on the same day. Now, it really depends on you. You can give them on different days. What I basically want to see is how do they react under pressure. That's why you can see on 9/11, September 11th, I gave this person 3 articles to write. Now, under pressure, I want to see how fast they can turn around the articles. So you can do the same thing with graphic artists, video editors, and so forth. You want to see how fast they can turn around the quality, and I mean turn around what you want, but at the same time retain the quality. If they can retain the quality and the quality is great after you've given them 3 to 4 jobs, then in a way that tells you, okay, good. This is possibly a long-term person that I want to go with. Now, this person happened to do a phenomenal job, wrote 3 articles, 500 words each. So a few days later, I decided to hire this person and have them write 5 articles, and I did it. As you can see, it's done all on it's actually not September 11th, it was November 9th. So he turned around 3 articles, phenomenal articles, so I gave him 5 articles on November 16th. What I found over time was he still did a very good job. So I gave him a lot more gigs, and so forth and so forth. And another thing you want to do is you want to try to get 2 people to consistently or simultaneously write for you. So if you hire one guy, hire another guy. So if you need 2 articles, get another guy to write one, and get another guy to write one, or another lady to write one. Get 2 different people to write one. If those 2 people do a very good job, and you need 6 articles the next day, or 4 articles the next day, or 8 articles, split it up in between 2. That will kind of allow you to measure the 2 people and figure out which one's the best. If they're both the best, then keep both and tell them, hey, I want to hire you for a long period of time, so be sure to keep me open, like keep an open space. And what I found over the months of just hiring the person, every time I would submit, 5 articles or so, they would usually put me priority number 1 because I was their consistent long-term customer. Now, Fiverr.com, you don't necessarily know their identity, nor do they know your identity, which is, in a way, is good. But this is a way to hire them in the long term and get them to provide you with high priority service. These are basic tips, but these are the same methods that I use to get them to put me high priority and at the same time retain that quality, because they know that I'm coming to them because of the quality. So if I give them 5 to 10 articles, I expect them to have the same quality. Another thing to do is to comment on them. Give them good feedback. Give them good encouragement and motivation. Say, hey, I really loved your articles. It was phenomenal. I hope you can do, and you hire them again. Tell them, hey, I loved your previous 3 articles you wrote for me. I hope that you can do the same to these 5 or 10 articles that I'm about to give you. People love to be motivated. You know, people work for money, but you've got to realize that people also work for, compliments and things like that. If you're giving them bonuses and so forth, that also helps to retain the high quality and so forth. So those are just a few tips on how you can turn them from, hiring them once to hiring them to do long-term work.